Okay, mic test for the economy.
What was that about?
Yeah, it's Sunday. I never been changed yet. Because when we came home, I just have a nap. My head is really cranky.
Oh joy, what a wonderful experience this video is going to be. Anything
Okay,
else?
that's all. But we need to do a video. This is for economy, okay?
Sick for economy?
Yeah. So now we're gonna welcome to a foreigner in the Philippines. We're in our advice section. So this is the letter from Noel in Davao.
Noel in Davao.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi Terence and Beth. I am Noel from North Carolina. I just discovered your channel last week and I was hooked up your channel, especially your advisories. So let's get to the point. I'm writing to ask an advice. I have a Filipino wife and she likes to cook dried fish in the house and it's very stinky. And when she eats dried fish, I give her a punishment. Whoa. I will not kiss her or making love her, which she's very angry about it. Why I punished her. But I can't take my stomach thinking how smelly she eat. How smelly. Please advise me, Noel. By the way, you are very welcome to stop our place once you visit Davao.
Well, not if
Thank
she's
you,
cooking.
sir.
Not if she's cooking stinky fish. Why not?
It's very delicious, darling, especially danggit. Wow.
Delicious.
Delicious. Danggit,
I
putput.
have one important one, which almost could end the conversation. It could almost end the advice, but you could always go through to a very modern. I think it's a relatively modern invention.
Toothbrush.
You could always ask her to brush her teeth.
Yeah, and wash the hand, you know. Because
wash the hands.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, because when we eat dried fish, it's very delicious if you eat it with your hand. With salt, with soca, vinegar, precious. Right? Heaven.
I think I may be ill-equipped to offer advice on this, don't you think?
Because this is the way. If you burger or stinky fish, what is your choice?
If you burger or
No,
stinky
if there is
fish,
a two choice, burger or stinky fish, what do you choose?
that's no choice.
Burger? You want burger?
It would have to be the burger.
I want stinky fish.
Yeah, and I would not be stinky burger, but you would be stinky fish.
You
Actually,
know, so my advice to you, sir, you know, understand your wife. You know, because if you love your wife, you should accept no matter what she is.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm on the side of the stinky fish.
If she comes over, tries to plant a kiss on your mouth, and she smells like a fish factory.
No, as long as she's gonna brush her teeth and then wash one soap in his hand, you know.
Honey, evidently she hasn't been brushing her teeth, and evidently neither of them have thought of it.
And you know, all you need to do is try to put yourself in herself, and how you're gonna do it? Eat a stinky fish, and later on you will just make it like a normal.
So you'll both stink. Is that
It's
a
not
sane?
stink, darling.
What?
Oh, it's funny because
Well,
we got a lot of we had a lot of visitors coming in our guest house, but I will not name one of our subscriber who visited it. It's confidential, very confidential. Okay? So I asked her.
Even I don't know about it.
I asked him, why is it you don't like a stinky fish? And he said, oh, the reasons why, because stinky fish is like smelly of a private part of a woman. That's so crazy, right?
No, it's not actually. Before we had political correctness, we had all kinds of jokes. We had sexist jokes, and we had racist jokes. We had all kinds of. Okay, we're back from sorting out the dogs, and what I was about to say was that the sexist, racist jokes, they're not allowed anymore. But if you remember, I'm just going on. This was inspired by what Beth just said about the man. She's not tied by political correctness, and so I'm safe to say the blind man walking along the path as a butcher's. Good morning, butcher. And then he passes the boot repairer, smells all the old boots. Morning, boot repairer. And then he passes the fish and he says, morning, ladies. It's one of those sexist
It's not
jokes.
true, you know, it's not true.
You
So,
just said it's true yourself. You said that you thought it was funny that that our guest, who shall be nameless...
I didn't make it fun. I just replied to him. You know, I replied to him, it's not true. Maybe your ex or whoever your ex is, maybe it's been a week that never take a bath, you know, but it's not like that smell, you know. It really smells good, stinky fish with vinegar, very delicious.
Well, hold on, what are we talking about?
Don't be mad about me, sir. I didn't mention your name. Okay, we got a lot. Sorry to share about that. You know, but you know, that's his explanations, and then it's just kind of, you know, it's just kind of crazy things that he's comparing that stinky fish to a woman, you know, which is not true. Okay.
Well, if they haven't had a bath for a week, it might be.
No, not darling. You know, it's not like
well,
that.
make up your mind. Which is it? Is it?
It's not true. Okay, that's why
not true.
I said to that visitor that it's not true.
It's not true.
You know, so my advisor, you know, my advice is very clear, very sound and clear. Accept the fact that every one of us have a different favorite food that satisfied our appetite, you know. So all you need to do is, if your wife is eating stinky fish, be away, you know, right?
What, leave the country?
Leave to your house, you know, or else, you know, or else you just wear a mask, right? Wear a mask when you eat.
Oh, what, an oxygen mask?
The face mask.
Honey, if you're going to wear a mask, how can you get food in your mouth?
No, if she wants to be, you know, just this portion here. You know, just that nose alone.
How's she going to get food in her mouth?
Just the nose alone covered. Or a scotch tape in her nose.
Or a peg.
No.
What about those clothes pegs and you put it on like that? Yeah?
You know, so your question, sir, is very, very, your problem is very, very easy. Accept the fact. Okay? If you love your wife, you need to accept who really she is. And understand that, you know, it's your wife. Okay? Before you met your wife, she already ate stinky fish when she's a child.
I bet that when they went on a date, she hadn't been eating stinky fish.
No, because
Right.
in date, when you're girlfriend and boyfriend, you tried to hide the smelly one.
So if you
try to impress.
if you know you stink, you don't go out and eat the stinky fish.
You try to impress.
So you just admitted then that it is stinky.
Not stinky, but just the smell is like, the smell is different from other, you know.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
stinks.
because, for example, you pass by on the house. When that house cook, for example, cook something like
Chicken
pork
or
porks or chicken or like that, you smell, smell chicken, you know. It looks like chicken. But if you pass another house that cooking stinky fish, you
say,
make
"Hello,
sure,
girls."
oh, stinky fish, you know. In other words, it's very assurance that it's stinky fish, you know, one of a kind, you know.
Yeah.
While if you're passing some pork and some chicken that was been cooked on that house, you're gonna say, maybe it's the cooked chicken, you know, smells like chicken.
I think that's probably the answer, you know, is instead of cooking the stinky fish, cook chicken. Right? Or
Yeah.
pork.
You know, because sometimes we like to, because for me, you know, on myself, I like to have stinky fish with soup, with sinigang, with something that has soup. I like it because my appetite is really good, you know.
Actually, for me, I've had to come to terms with this on a personal level, because everybody, when I sit down to eat at dinner, on the menu might be stinky fish, and everybody's got stinky fish. That's Lena, that's Talik, Nane, and Beth, and they're all scoffing down stinky fish. If I don't come to terms with that, I'd have to leave the table. So somehow I've learned, I don't know, maybe like learning not to listen to bad karaoke singers. You I guess you learn. And I've learned not to complain about the stinky fish, but I do try to keep away from it. You know, I'll go down the other end of the table or something like that.
Or else you just, what do you call that? You try to explain to your wife and said to your wife that, look, I cannot take it, you know. So, you know, rather than you have a what do you call that, Han? Heart-to-heart conversations with your wife, you know, because you don't want the relationship to suffer. So try to explain to your wife that, look, you can eat stinky fish if you go somewhere, okay? But if you're inside our house, don't eat stinky fish. Because sometimes, we got another visitor. I will not name a name. Because sometimes our stinky fish is their issue, you know. Why is it foreigner don't like stinky fish?
Because it stinks.
No, it's delicious. So one of our visitors says that he don't like stinky fish because before his ex-wife is cooking stinky fish, and when he smell on the, what do you call that, Han? The curtains on their house, the smell is still there.
Wow, what would they?
You
what
know?
were they cooking for? An orphanage?
So, you know, I think they are really like sensitive. You know, the nose of the foreigner is very sensitive because they got a long nose. That's why. And they got a big nose. That's why they're very sensitive.
Oh,
you know,
we're having a go at my nose now, are we?
no, very long nose like that. Like that. So while Filipino is flat, you know, so cannot come a lot. There cannot come all the air. While foreigner very long.
They can't do what with all the air?
The air cannot come all along, all together. Yes, again, please like, comment, and subscribe. Again, sir, it's just a matter of understanding, and it's just a matter of heart-to-heart talk. Okay?
As is everything. And then, when you've had a heart, let me tell you how it will be. You will say, do you mind, honey, do you mind if I talk to you about something? She'll say, no, of course not. Well, or words to that effect. And then you'll sit down and you'll tell her exactly how you feel. You say, no offense, I'm not trying to offend you, and I'm just trying to make things better between us, and so that we can grow together. And then you'll go on exactly as you were before, and she'll go off and she'll cook stinky fish. And you'll learn to deal with it.
Yeah,
Any more questions?
Or else you're gonna say to your wife, look, I love you, you're so sexy, you're so beautiful, you're so pretty.
How do you know? How do you know she's sexy?
It's just a little bit, what do you call that? Uplifting the spirit of your wife. You say, you're so beautiful, you're so sexy, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful, and I love you so much. But there is one thing that I don't like you. You're a stinky fish, you know?
In all of this, there's only just one thing that's wrong.
You know, so
I don't like you.
No, I don't like you. I don't like that you eat stinky fish, you know? And don't let the stinky fish affect the, what do you call that, the quality relationship between you and your wife, okay? So resolve it as soon as possible before your wife eat a big shark of stinky fish. Okay?
Big shark?
Maybe she wants shark, right? And then she eat it. She dried that shark.
We're getting on to the sharks. We'll be on to the pigs next door. Let's get out of here as
Please
quick as we
like,
can.
comment, and subscribe. Again, thank you so much, Sir Noel. We're gonna visit you in Davao once we go to Davao. And we're gonna eat durian over there. Have a good day and God bless.
And you and I will go off to a local McDonald's and we'll have a burger, and the women can do their stinky fish. Deal or no deal?
No deal.